Hello everybody, welcome to Red Tool House. Today we're up at our off-grid cabin in the mountains and we're going to do a 2-video project here. The plan is to put a permanent solar system in the cabin. So batteries, charge control, all that permanently mounted, and some solar panels. So what we've got to do is we've got to build a solar panel mounting system, and of course then we've got to hook up everything inside. So on this video, we're going to put the solar panel rack system together, and it's going to be mobile. So come along, we'll show you what we've got going on here. So we deliberately built the cabin tucked back in the woods, as you see here. We wanted to leave as many trees as possible to provide shade. So in the peak of the summer, when we're up here the most, that it wouldn't be so hot, because didn't expect to have air conditioning, still don't have air conditioning, and probably will never have air conditioning. We'll see how that goes. But obviously the problem that creates is solar panel mounting. Usually you mount your permanent panels on your roof. And we could do that, but we wouldn't get much energy at all from that because of the canopy of all the oak trees around. So we do have this small opening here, this green space that I'm standing in. And we're still debating what trees we want to take down. It's that balance we're trying to figure out, what needs to go so we can have better solar capture, and then even our Starlink is limited. And the only reason we have Starlink up here is so we can communicate with our boys and family in case there's emergency. So we're really not ready to start taking down any trees yet because those are obviously hard to replace. So as we still figure this out, we're going to put together a mobile solar panel system. So I've got 4 100-watt panels, and we're going to create a dolly system that we can roll those around, find the optimum spot, and then maybe at that time set a mast and come up with a permanent fixture. But I want to show you the design. Dad and I have been kind of trading designs back and forth on what we want to do to mount these 4 panels to make them mobile, and of course adjust the angle so that depending on the time of the year we can maximize our solar gain. So let's go see what we can put together. So it's kind of funny, you look at, this kind of points to the generational thing. So Dad and I were trading plans. So I sent him a design that I did in SketchUp, and he sent me a design that he did with ink and paper. And it kind of harkens back to the days of his drafting classes back in college. So I think what we're going to do is a mashup. So I like his frame and rolling system better than mine, and his mount for the solar panels incorporated a 4x8 sheet of plywood, and I think we're going to use mine that's a frame that'll probably make it a little lighter and give me easier access to the back of the panels. Excuse me. I'm trying to record. Give me that stick. Give me that stick. So I want to take a second to give a shout out to our sponsor of this video, and that sponsor is Woodworkers Guild of America. Now this wood project that you saw here, I wouldn't necessarily say it's a high-end woodworking project. This is kind of more of rough construction. But there's a lot of principles in this rough construction that are applied to fine woodworking and vice versa. Having access to all the resources on the Woodworkers Guild of America website is just incredible. And I really like going in there and looking at some of their projects, specifically when it comes to joinery. Because as you guys know, we're working on a timber frame project. We're getting ready to start building our timber frame project, and joinery to me is key. I like all those little tips and tricks when it comes to some of this fine joinery. And on a timber frame project, we have to make sure we're taking that in consideration. The videos they have are extremely instructional, great quality shooting, tons and tons of topics, and it's just absolutely amazing what they have available there. When you peruse their collection of video tutorials and plans, the sky's the limit when it comes to woodworking. Small projects, wood turning projects, big construction style projects, fine furniture, and everything in between. They go from actually taking the raw wood, air drying, all the way to picking the right finish and how to shoot different finishes and use different finishes. It's really a very comprehensive resource. So be sure to check that out. Woodworkers Guild of America has an incredible offer right now for you viewers. The first 1,000 of you that click on the link in the video description get a full year of premium membership to Woodworkers Guild of America for only $1.49. Woodworkers Guild of America is your online resource for woodworking instructions, ideas, and information. So be sure to click on that link below and join me and the community at Woodworkers Guild of America as we work together to hone our woodworking skills. So these panels are about just a cat's whisker under 4x2. I think they're 42 or 44 by 22, something like that. So we're roughly around the 4x2. So there's, like I said, there's 4 different panels, 2 per box. In my box of supplies and various accoutrements, we should have our mounting pieces. So 4 mounting brackets, sets of mounting brackets for 4 solar panels. There we go. If we lay these out, and like you said, Dad, if we adjust the brackets, so we'll share the holes. So with the frames butted up, going frame to frame, yeah, that's 41 7/8. So, and then our length, I think we're lined up pretty good with our holes. Yep, our length would be 85 5/8. So definitely under 4x8, 2 3 2x4s, 2 full 2x4s. Yeah, we got plenty of material. Okay, so what we've landed on is we're going to build this like we would build a wall. We're going to do 2x4s on sides, have our verticals, we'll have our horizontal plates. I'm not going to do 16 on center, of course, but we'll have enough there to give it rigidity. This will give it much more rigidity than my original plan of doing them flat. And we still have, with the overlapping of the brackets, we'll have plenty of material to bite down on. And then that, of course, gives us a face, the full 3.5-inch face of the 2x4 to attach our hinges to. So it'll make that even stronger. So I'm going to cut our verticals now. We can start laying those out. And the frame will set proud on that, so we'll put and the panels will set proud on that, so there won't be any shadows or any issues caused there by the 2x4s being on side. And we're going to work in the rain today too. Haven't had rain in 2 months, but if we do an outdoor project, it's going to rain. I could do 3.5 all day long. 1.5, 2, 3.5. So, wait, before we do that, you want to hand me, well here, let me just steal this one. And that way we can have support, figure out exactly where we're going to be. You also have start on. Something like that.
Yeah, I'll start on this end. Line it up the way you want it lined up.
Well, this is proud, so we need to go that way.
Just let it go there.
Yeah, so center that on the 2x4. Center this on the 2x4. Okay. So should we try this next panel? Make sure we got our north-south looking good. And, okay. Get those butted up. Okay, so let's do one on each of this end. All right, so we want to make sure we got our plugs on this. Yeah, okay, plugs on this end. Overlap our holes. Okay, so got that built. We're going to put additional, we just have 3 verticals right now. We're going to put additional in that once we figure out how it lines up with our actual dolly frame. So Dad, this is awesome. You've had this built for a while, haven't you?
Oh, 10 years.
Yeah, so 10 or plus years out of bed frame, it looks like. And that's what you said, bed frame, right?
Yep.
Yep. It's a bed frame some solid wheels, so obviously don't have to worry about the pneumatic foolishness there, and even welded on some nuts there for eyelets for us to screw down. So this will be the wheels of our dolly. Imagine like a forklift, a hand dolly. A lot of bracing, really secure. That thing's stout, probably. Goodness, that's probably what, 20 pounds? So that'll be good. So we're going to build a frame, and we're going to build it this width, which is 18. Is that what we said? Yeah, it's about 18. So it'll look like a fat lady with tiny legs, but I think it'll still definitely get us what we need to. Let us be mobile around the yard here. So we're going to build our frame. It's going to be the length. The length of the frame is going to be the height of our panel, so we can lay our panel flush if we need to when we're transporting it. And that'll give us the ability to lay it down flat, but then of course prop it back up for the angles we need. So we need a couple 2x4s and start building a ladder frame. It's not as bad as I thought it was going to be. Okay, so let's find center of this and make our marks. So we made that 19, so half of 19 is 9.5. There's a little twist in it, so twist this way. There you go. Okay. Of course.
More hammer. Got one right there.
That'll work. DeWalt loves it when he uses tools for a hammer.
You got one of those lithium ion.
Exactly. Warranty? What warranty?
Okay. Make sure it swings.
Swing low.
Now hold the panel. Let me get you a hammer.
Yep, I got it. Wunderbar.
Not there, but it goes high. You might have to go to an angle.
There we go. We want to put it on the frames.
On the main board.
Yeah.
I put it a little bit high.
Okay.
Oh, not real high. Yeah. Just so you don't have to.
Mostly high.
I'll take the toenail out.
Already did. Yep. Watch out, Tim. That's pretty cool.
I'll put it right here.
Yeah.
Wait, no, don't do that. Don't do that. Just sit it wrong.
I was going to try to clear this stuff,
Oh,
but I don't think I will.
I'll pick it up if you want.
Yeah, pick it up if you don't mind. There you go. All right. He saw that too. He is most displeased. Yeah, so Timber, go. It's not your stick anymore. Yeah, so if we want to change our angle. Okay. Yeah, really, this time of year, probably need to be barely, in fact, probably need to be just right there.
Yeah, because that's 15 degrees.
Put the voltmeter on it and see.
Yeah.
Of course, it is a super cloudy day today. So. Stop trying to take our wheel chalk, Dip. There's 50 million sticks around here. Timber's aggravated because Dad took the stick he was chewing on to use as a wheel chalk. All right, so where we have it right now, still in summer. Of course, we're coming closer to fall. We're in mid-August. But sun travels this way, east to west. And right now, decently high in the sky. It's a very cloudy day right now. Timber, leave the stick alone. Holy moly, go. So in the wintertime, of course, we want to prop that up. When we were doing all this planning on this, when it comes to maximizing your solar gain potential, then each month you could change your angle because, you know, as the earth tilts, of course, the sun's lower in the sky, then you would be changing that. So there's all these resources you can get online where you can see, okay, if I'm this latitude, then what angle do I need to be for this month, and then this month, and this month? With a permanent fixture on the house, of course, you're not changing that stuff. You're doing the best possible angle you can get all year long. So, but right here, the way we made this hinge was to be able to come by and change that if we need to. So in the summertime, this will probably be fine. In the wintertime, I know from experience that we want to be kind of almost like that because the sun sits low in the sky here, or rises low. Oh my goodness, runs low in the sky. The source I saw said in the winter, if you want to just do it seasonal, so 4 positions, for our latitude, we'd want to be 30.7 degrees during the fall and spring equinox. And then in the summer, I believe it was 15 degrees, and in the winter is 45.7. So 45.7, I guess it'd probably be, I don't know, somewhere around here. Realizing all the math I'm trying to do in my head and say, well, let's make sure we do this. We want to get down to the degree, all that type of stuff to maximize our solar gain. And then getting up here and realizing, wait a minute, my ground's not even flat. So that throws everything off. So we can't necessarily make permanent braces to say, yeah, this length of 2x4 is going to give us a 30.7 degrees, because we may, as we open up our canopy, as we move this around a little bit, we may discover, you know, we've got different pitch to our ground. So really the easiest thing to do is just hook it up, and when we get our entire system put together, we'll be able to just see what kind of voltage we're getting and come out here and adjust it, just like the old days when Dad used to yell at me as a kid to go out and turn the antenna so we could watch TV on Saturday nights. So we'll just see what kind of gain we get. But really happy with this design. Probably what we'll do before winter comes, I'll probably pop these panels back off, put a coat of paint or stain on this so it'll last a little bit. The plan will be to leave these out all season long. And of course, I have to worry about widowmakers and things, but I want this to be able to charge the system even while we're gone, keep it topped off. So having it tucked back here away from the county road that gets zero traffic on it, I think will just be even safer. In the wintertime, we may even go closer to the road when I'm here, but in the wintertime, tuck it back in here so it's not as visible. Well, if you're interested in these plans, I'll mock these plans up, the hybrid that Dad and I came up with. I'll mock them up in SketchUp, and I'll make that available for you guys if you want to check it out. Yeah. So the next part of this video, of course, is finalizing our whole house system, and that this will actually be powering. So we've got the kind of the hard part taken care of. Now it's a matter of just putting everything together, making it look pretty, and tying it in. So that video will be available for you to watch very soon, if not immediately. If it's immediately, I'll put it right here. I just want to thank everybody watching. I pray you all have a great week. Take care.